So the 9-step system to selling a house in 2022. This is really a great guide for first-time sellers. So if this is your first time selling a home, or maybe a first time in a while, if so, you're probably wondering what steps are involved in the process. In this video, we'll give a brief overview of the main steps of a home selling process so you can know exactly what to expect. This is Nathan Clark with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Check out this quick guide for the first-time home sellers on the 9-step system to selling a house in 2022. And if you'd like to check out more videos like this, check us out at nathanclarkteam.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe below. Let's get started. First things first, there's some things you should learn before making contact to a listing agent or a real estate agent. This includes organizing your belongings. Any non-essential items should be packed away and taken to storage, donated, or thrown away. Decluttering will be important later when your home is featured in showings and open houses. It will also make your move much easier. You also need to take care of repairs, landscaping, and deep cleaning. You should even consider getting a pre-inspection for your home. This ensures that there be no home inspection surprises that come up later on down the road once you finally find a buyer for the property and they do their own home inspection. However, you could always wait to start working on repairs until you hire a real estate agent. A good, experienced real estate agent like our team here can point out what needs to be done and can even refer you to recommended contractors if things do need to get repaired. At this point, you're ready to move on to the step 3, which is hiring a real estate agent. Choose one who prioritizes your needs above their profits. Read testimonials online from their previous clients. Look at their track record. Once you find the perfect agent, you'll sign a listing agreement with them. This ensures you work exclusively with them and they work exclusively with you, and it outlines all the fees and terms of the relationship. This should always be done up front, and it'll help everybody be on the same page of who's responsible for what. Now let's fast forward through the showings and open houses, and assume you found the perfect potential buyer and they're willing to pay a great price for your home. Here's how the process will go from there. First, the buyer will prove that they're serious. They'll make their purchase offer and may also choose to make an earnest money deposit or escrow agreement where the property, where they hand a check over and the buyer gives to your listing agent. They deposit into a escrow account here in Rhode Island. That's how we work. Or other parts of the country, it's a title company. And they show that they're serious by putting a down payment. Negotiations can also be made during this time. Their offer is written, and once the buyer and seller come to terms on the offer based on not just price, but time for closing, all these things, the buyer will then sign a contract. This contract is signed between you and the seller and the buyer, okay? And also, at this point, you need to hire a title company or a closing attorney to help you close the transaction at the closing, to handle all the legal documents like a title. Getting title insurance for the buyer would be their responsibility, but creating a deed to give to the buyer, it's things that an attorney does for you. It also looks out for your needs at the closing. Your real estate agent can suggest some options for you also at that point. Next, the buyer pays you the option fee. This gives them a window of time to conduct their home inspection. Their home inspection, the buyer is basically, in Rhode Island right now as we're speaking, they have 10 days to conduct their home inspection. If the buyer finds anything wrong during the home inspection, they may request you to fix it, lower the price, or they can ask for their deposit back. During this time, the title company or your closing attorney will also start doing a title run on the property. It's basically title history of your home to make sure that you can pass a clean title to the buyer and that it's insurable. This is done to make sure there's no debts, back taxes, or other financial concerns that may come up. And if the title is clear, the company will send the buyer a commitment to the title insurance. Now, also, if there's any loans that are on the property, that will be paid at the closing and be satisfied. You'll be clear and free of the seller of the loans, and they're getting a clean title to the buyer. Now, the buyer's lender will also conduct an appraisal of the property. If the buyer is working with a bank or a lender to help fund the purchase of the home, the lender will do an appraisal of the property. This is to verify that the value of the house is accurate to what they're purchasing it for, and they're lending the buyer the right amount of money. Finally, the transaction moves into the closing phase. Once these steps are completed, the house officially moves into closing. You'll sign all the necessary documents, the legal documents, pay any closing costs that are due, and you hand over your keys at that time. Then the new buyer will be officially recorded at the town hall, city hall, and it's the new homeowner's property, and you're handed a check. So If this sounds like a lot, don't worry. An experienced agent like our agency will be able to help you every step of the way. This was just a brief overview of the selling process. And if you'd like to get more information about the home selling process or work with me to sell your home, feel free to give me a call at 401-288-3557. I'm Nathan Clark. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. And thanks for watching.